Hello, hello, hello. Was I muted? I don't know. Was I muted there? I don't know. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing today? Woo, it's Saturday night. And I feel, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see if we get through the whole stream today. Been a kind of a crazy day. How's everyone doing today, though? How's everyone doing today? We are here again with the salad fork again, and we're going to be installing firmware on it again to hopefully get it printing today again. Fortunately, the CNC is actually in the garage right now, so we don't have an easy backup if it decides to do it again. So, and then how's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? I think that's there. These I gotta put with the CNC. There. Okay, it's a mess, but it's clean enough. Clean enough for now. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. And then knowing then. The sad thing is, like, half the audience here is too young for that reference. How's everyone doing today? Anything exciting happen today? I wasn't paying attention. Did anything exciting happen today? Got the 6-inch Minatoyo non-deliverable address to my PO box. How did you send them? Did you send them through USPS? Because if you sent them through USPS or your normal post office, they should arrive. Stuff normally does. If it didn't, then I don't know, because they didn't tell me anything. Tap. Oh, tap it, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap it, tap. They announced it finally, did they? USPS first class. I don't know. I check my mailbox once a week, and I've had stuff show up. I had a care package show up the other day from somebody. So stuff shows up. Why yours did not, I don't know. So I don't know what to say. Gary gifted 1 community membership. Cheers, Gary. Thank you. So yeah, tap. I really can't say much about it. Simply for the fact that I haven't tested it or played with it at all. Like normally I'm pretty involved, or, you know, at least paying attention to what's in development with Voron and what's, you know, being cooked up in the lab. With tap, nothing. I every now and then I would check on the channel, see what they're working on. I've seen the results and I'm impressed with the results, but in terms of, like, I have no machines running tap. I actually bought some hardware for tap for the first iteration, and all that money went to waste because none of those parts are used on the final iteration. So joys of Voron dev team, you just spend money on stuff that by the time it shows up, it's depreciated. So yeah, I don't have tap. I don't have any of the hardware to actually build a tap. I don't have the rail, the sensor PCB. I don't have any of that. Hopefully I've talked to my usual source for kind of Voron kit stuff, and it is in the works. So once there are kits, I will be getting kits so we can do that. But until then, no, I unfortunately I don't have tap. Okay, so if you don't know what tap is, go on YouTube or go on the Voron Discord. It's probably pinned in the announcement. Tap is the new toolhead. Well, you know how we use probes? Yeah, probes are gone. Clicky gone. Every aftermarket little probe that you use for probing your bed, gone. We're just using the nozzle with a fancy PCB, some rails, and magnets, a bunch of voodoo science and math, and basically you can probe your bed so good you can find out where your where the screws in your rails are. Because when you tighten your rail, you know how we say use every other screw because it doesn't matter, it's a rail. Yeah. Tap can see where the deflection is caused by using every other screw. You can actually see the rail, like on a perfectly flat surface, you can tell where the screws are in your rail. Tap is that accurate of a bed probe. And it uses your nozzle. So you can print on glass, you can print on anything you want. It works on any bed surface. Yeah. It's an amazing tool head. It's near drop-in. You lose like 2 millimeters of Y. You got to use a PCB and some like optical sensor instead of a switch. It doesn't use a switch. None of the switches that were tested held up. They all failed eventually or drifted eventually. Optical was the only way that was 100% repeatable. And yeah, it's more accurate than you will ever need for a 3D printer. But yeah, this measures deflection. No, it's just an extremely accurate probe. So when you put down a granite surface plate in your bed to use as a known true surface, it literally tells you how off your rail is, because the granite's flat, right? It's a calibrated granite plate. So when you tap that, you go along, you can see in the chart, like you can see in the bed graph, you can see exactly where your screws are because they make these lines in your bed. What are the mitigations for filament nozzle blob? Two. One, use a nozzle scrubber, use a little brush. And the second thing is just heat your nozzle up to near printing temperature. So like 180 degrees, 200 degrees, enough that you're melting any plastic would ooze out of the way, but not enough that you're actually oozing plastic. So yeah. But yeah, it uses the nozzle itself. So also, if you have any issues, like for example, why your ender always has a shitty bed level, you know, you put an expensive probe on it that you overpaid for, because you're using your actual nozzle as the probe, if your gantry's twisted, which happens a lot with extrusions, which is why extrusions are horrible to use for your motion system, you're still probing the nozzle. So it's still the nozzle. So I think somebody donated, I missed it. Did I miss a donation? Phil R, $4.99. Cheers. FYI, the new version image of the CB1 went up yesterday. Fixed all my challenges anyways. So in regards to the CB1, we're just gonna bypass that issue and just throw a CM4 in there. So there we go. No background music. Let's get some background music. And you know what? You know what we're gonna do? Because I put up my lights today. So I'm gonna do this. You ready? Ready? I'm gonna get some stream beats going here. There we go. Yeah. It begins. I had no problems with the CB1. So David, apparently there's like, I have the older version of the CB1. There's like different versions of it and different firmwares for it. And the one I remember, anytime I'm doing something, I follow the manual. Usually, if it's the first time me fiddling with it, I follow the manual because a lot of people use my channel as educational content or background music. So the manual was telling us to do something. We followed the manual and it wouldn't connect to Wi-Fi at all. It would connect and then disconnect immediately. So I did. Big Tree Tech did reach out to me. Full credit. Big Tree Tech did reach out to me. They are sending me the newest version of the CB1. I don't have it yet. They're also sending me a Hurricane. Some people asked me to have, like, I didn't go ask them for a Hurricane because I'm not super interested in it, but enough people have asked me about it. So when they offered to send me one, I'm like, yeah, send it, I'll unbox it. That's all I promised to do. So we'll unbox it on a Friday. So we got this guy. This is a Raspberry Pi CM4 1 GB model. So we're gonna use that. Where's Mariah Carey? In the deepest pits of hell, hopefully. And also, if you're wondering how the logo turned out that we were machining yesterday, and there you go. So this was machined on. I brought it out to the garage after the stream ended, and I made dinner. And I luckily with the homing, and then I just went to the same work offset and I started it up again, and voila. So it actually finished really good. The problem is I can't do anything with this because I actually just supposed to mirror it, because you're supposed to have the side that's flat be the visible side, not the machine side, and then you can shine light up through it. I might want to do one of those like colored boxes or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'm going to do a project with it. CM4 with 60, it's 1 gig RAM, 16 gigs of eMMC. So there you go. Use that as a top panel. That ain't gonna work. That from the bottom. Yep. Okay. What else was there? What else was there? There won't be a video tomorrow because I was gonna record it today and stuff ended up happening today, so I never got a chance to record it. Fun fact, when you record in the same room, you have printers running. You can't really record a video when you have 3 printers running. So unfortunately, that kind of kiboshed the video for tomorrow. So you'll get it Monday. It's just a shopping list video type thing. Cool hardware that I use. Okay, so we got to unplug all this shit. So let's get the Raspberry Pi out. So the it does has an I can't remember. Does this have a built-in Wi-Fi? Or I'll plug the external thing in. So I think I could take the SD card out. We're not going to be using that because it don't work. Be able to do anything Christmas. I ended up putting my lights up today, or some of the lights, not all of my Christmas lights, but I put some of the lights up outside. Just because we bought them today, and I like got home and the little guy wanted to see them, so I put them up. All we got is the we just unscrewed the pot lights outside and just put like red and green pot lights in, and then also the this year we bought one of those things you stick in the ground and it like just does the shiny lights on the front of your house, because I don't want to climb up and put lights on my house this year. So actually, I'm gonna flip this over so I don't accidentally drop anything in there, and you guys can see what I'm doing when I hit the right camera. Yeah, the CM4 has Wi-Fi. At least I'm assuming it has Wi-Fi as a UFL connection. I'm pretty sure all CM4s have Wi-Fi. Do all CM4s have Wi-Fi? I think they do. I don't see why they wouldn't. Did I get a CM4 heatsink? I have a heatsink somewhere for a CM4. I'll just put a heatsink from a stepper driver on it. Well, this one should. I believe this one does. Let me check the box. I don't know. It doesn't say on the box. I'm assuming it has Wi-Fi. This one has Wi-Fi. Okay. There you go, it has Wi-Fi. Okay, so now I gotta remove this. What's the easiest way to remove these? They just pop off. So you said upon a throne of lies. Go. There we go. The heatsink for this. I didn't get a heatsink with my CB1. The Rick. Hi, friends. Hello, the Rick. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's like some funky things I got to do now because this is eMMC. So let's see here. Okay, so that's attached. CM4 can go in the box here. And a CB1. I'll figure out something to do with this. $10 on Amazon. What's $10 on Amazon? I'm assuming I asked a question and I can't remember what I asked, so. Yep. UFL antenna. I hate UFL connections. Okay, well, I can't cast aside the M2.5 screws because they screw into the board. So if I drilled through, I wouldn't be able to screw into the board. Okay. PF Dennis gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Manta M8E GitHub. Oh, the CB1. Yeah, I have a heatsink right here for this one. But for this, we're just going to do the good old fashioned, just stick some heat sinks from a driver on it. So, let's go digging here. What do we got? What do we got? Where are some drivers? So I must have some drivers somewhere. Steal some heat sinks from. There we go. Go. Taco Raven, you will expunge your heat sinks. There you go. That works. So we need one on that one. And I think the other one's like the Wi-Fi. There we go. Look, they got heat sinks. They're good now. They'll stay nice and cool. Science. Not the Taco Raven. The Taco Raven's long retired. Will not be probably running a printer anytime soon. Okay, documents. Actually, I downloaded it. Big Tree Tech Manta. There we go. Okay. Okay, main features. Blah 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 blah. Andrew Humphrey, $10 for more heat sinks and fun. Cheers. Go interfaces. Look at all these interfaces. Okay. Science. Look at all this stuff. We're skipping over. Ooh, I do have a screen for this. Oh yeah, I never ended up fixing the screen. We got to figure that out still. Filament runout, GPIO are all right there. DSI connections, that proximity switch, wiring, blah blah blah. Okay, CM4, download OS7. If the CM4 core board is used, you can directly download the image of fluid or main. So you can also download the OS image from directly. Okay, CM4 needs to refer to the following settings. USB. Okay. So the CM4 Lite version, that's not this one. Because I have ECC. Okay. Note, eMCMC will not ton the system. We have an issue. I can't go any further. I got a spelling mistake. Will not run the system for the micro. Okay, so install RPI boot. Do I already have that installed? I do have RPI boot installed. Neat. Okay. So we're gonna have to, because this has eMMC memory. So basically, this Raspberry Pi has a built-in 16 gig SD card, essentially. It has its own built-in memory. So I'm gonna need cable here. Plug that in. Okay. Plug that into computer. I'm assuming I got to power this up too in this. What kind of stepper drivers are you running on the Manta? Just 2209s. Good old fashioned 2209s. They're good for me, they're good for you, they're good for everyone. Use the USB power jumper. Oh, well, okay, let's find that then. Okay. So on this, so push the dip switch 4. It said dip switch. Let me find my little, okay. So USB on to go, okay. Okay, so I gotta turn USB on the go and Pi 3 to on. So we got this little, it's got this stupid little screen here. I gotta, come on. There we go. So we need, what is it, 3 and 4 to on. Okay. So for Windows, for Mac, push the dip 4 and 3 on to enter boot mode. Plug Type-C cable in. Computer, in order to avoid problems caused by insufficient power supply on the computer, it is best to use an external 24-volt power supply to power the motherboard. Okay, so it says turn that on. Power the motherboard with 24 volts. Okay. Plug that in. Oh, it made noises. Okay. Or run RPI boot. Okay, RPI boot. Okay, loaded and embedded. Oh, look, it's doing science stuff. Whoa. Okay. Not supposed to format that. Okay, run. One of the image will be recognized mass storage device. Okay. And then, oh, nope, not this one. Raspberry Pi imager. Go. Okay, choose OS. Other general purpose OS. No, we don't want that. A specific purpose OS. There we go. Printing. We are going to do mainsail. Choose storage, which is this one. Let me put my Wi-Fi info in. That is not my password. Okay, that's that. Save. Okay. Just making sure. Yes. There we go. Ooh, wait. I forgot the password. That. Save. Okay, there you go. Okay, right. There you go. So now it is flashing the Raspberry Pi. Andrew, $2. Cheers. Awesome, you're doing bueno. I hope so. %. So how you guys doing tonight? Anything? This might take a while, unfortunately. I did not realize that this might take a while. So, if you haven't had the chance, every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. This stream, well, guess what? It's no different. So if you want to enter to win a spool of filament from Polymaker, the link is in the description. So you can enter to win right now. Because we're going to be doing nothing for like 5-10 minutes here. So you might as well go do it. Just do it. And while you're down there, hit the like button. And check out some of the affiliate links too. Why not? It's Christmas. Buy yourself something cool. And it's an affiliate link, so you know, it doesn't cost you anything extra and helps the channel. Can we tap on the salad fork? No, because the salad fork uses a small tool head, the mini afterburner or mini stealth burner soon to be. So unfortunately, no, but they are working on Boop, which is the small version of tap. But that's literally all I can say about it is they are working on Boop. I have no other information. Like, I literally don't know. How do you enter in the drawing? In the link in the description. When you go to the video description, there'll be a link down there. It's under the hey, join the Discord. So, oh, Jason's here. Is Jason here? Hi, Jason. Where's Jason at? There's Jason. I can has salad. I can has tap. 11%, 12%. Also, if anyone has a good guide for how to set up the toolhead board, you can go ahead and link that too, because I'm going to need that. In the Discord, which if you haven't joined the community Discord, by the way, this is your like 1 week warning, if less than a week. This Friday is the community challenge stream. So every month we do a community challenge. This month's theme is practical prints. So go join the Discord if you haven't, and you get to enter your practical print, one print that you use all the time. And we're gonna vote and pick, and somebody's gonna win some cool stuff. So we've got Polymaker filament, Only Benchies merch. Ask Jason if he wants to throw anything else into the ring for that. Monthly contest stuff. We'll see. We'll see. I'll message him after stream. But since you're here anyway, just putting the idea in your head, Jason. And then what else? What else? Because, you know, we're waiting. Where I can find a heated bed for a monoprice like Binny. Ted, I actually have one, but I don't trust it, so I wouldn't give it to anyone. Good luck finding one. Honestly, just look for a 12 by 12 inch PCB bed. I got a generic 12 volt, 12 by 12 inch PV or 6 by 6 inch PCB bed for the bonsai on AliExpress. It's like I paid like 20 bucks for it, if that. LDO Motors, $19.99. Cheers, Jason. Are you going to Forum next? Everyone's going to like Forum next now, and I'm not. But that's in Europe, so that's a little outside of my budget. Ooh. What? Did I don't think I touched the button. Okay, somehow I muted myself. Well, I unmuted myself, so we're good. Ooh. There we go. AirPods. No, the AirPods are only music. I don't use the AirPods for audio. I actually have a lav mic. Gotta play the Jeopardy theme. I don't think the Jeopardy theme is long enough, because we're at 30% now. We're a third of the way there almost. Engagement. Well, so far we have the highest amount of viewers the stream has had yet since we started, and I'm waiting on a loading bar. Why does it keep doing that? There we go, paint drying. Let me move this. Let me move. I moved my my Stream Deck to a slightly different position. I think my mouse memory is making me hit the wrong button. There you go. So we're watching paint dry. See, it's drying. Content. And we'll make it even more exciting. Get a loading bar going there. It's the like button. Apparently the likes button is broken too, so go ahead and fix that. Somebody double check. So that's doing that. I don't even, the worst part is I don't give it like a, there's not even a flashing light. It just, wow, that's actually getting kind of warm. I still gotta figure out, I still gotta put fans in this. I haven't put fans in this yet. Oh. Let me go get the fans. Where is the box of parts for this one? That is that one. Ugh. This is the box for this one. There's some of it. Okay, so this is Earth Racer stuff. Winson? Is it a Winson fan I need? I don't know. Where do these fans even go? They go there? Okay, cool. Wow. I'm gonna have to figure out like different fan position because the way this board is mounted, all the fans, all the heat sinks are here and the fan is here. This ain't gonna do shit. Do I even have clearance? Okay, I do have clearance. Okay, I do have clearance. Not much though. We're gonna have to figure, I'm gonna have to figure something out for heatsink cooling. I've done a blower before, just put like a blower because it's low profile to blow across. So. VHP of 5015. I might just do that for now. Just get a, not even a 5015. Oh, actually, okay. Because I don't want to waste my 5015s. There's that one. Yeah, I've got a ton of blowers. Yeah, I could just VHP a blower like right on top of this and just blow it right across. Yeah, just put VHP it here and just go that way. Be good enough. Oh, Steve's here. Everyone say hi, Steve. 180 the board. If I 180 the board, it kind of ruins my wiring flow. I'm kind of OCD when it comes to the way I like to wire things. So for example, on this, the way I've done it is all my mains is here. And then you got the low volt 24 volts going to there. So if I were to spin this, I would have to have the wires come around to the other side. I wire it based on the power. That's how I wire my boards, is based on the power flow. So my power goes like, that's just how I do it. It's how I like doing it. So I've got room to get a fan in here. I'll make it work. Like I can just get a blower fan and just kind of slap it in there and call it a day. Ooh, a Fly Sky receiver manual. I've got so much 7x7 chain because it's funny how many kits come with like way too much 7x7 chain than you need. And then like it just builds up with all these little builds that I've done lately. Oh, 65%. We're almost coming up on the funny number. We're coming up on the funny number, guys. Oh. It's the funny number. Cool. Personally, I would have the Ethernet port facing the back. Well, I'm not going to use the Ethernet port on here. So the Ethernet port, whatever. This is the best scripted show. Yeah, this is all scripted. This is all pre-recorded too. Like literally, this was recorded like 2 weeks ago and then edited. Because, you know, I need approval from like, you know, Big Papa Joey P before anything goes live, right? So, you know, this is all pre-recorded. So anyone that I'm actually directly talking to in chat isn't actually a real human. It's a bot and it's all pre-scripted. So you are the only human actually watching this. Yes, I know who you are. You are the only human actually watching it. But you think you're part of a live stream. You're not. It's smoke and mirrors. I am the bot. Let's go back to the paint drawing screen. I'm playing Christmas music. I'm playing lo-fi Christmas music. That's good. That's what the kids like these days, right? Lo-fi Christmas music. Let me find one of those blower fans while we do this. Okay. Gotta find one. No. I'm trying to remember which box I keep my fans in. I used to have a box that had a whole bunch of fans, and I don't know where I put them. I might have thrown it out. I've kind of gone through the room a few times and like just cleared out a bunch of stuff that I don't use anymore. Because I've got like way too much shit that I need in certain regards. And then not enough stuff of other stuff in certain regards. What's in here? Oh, those are... Like, I have like 3 or 4 12864 screens that I'll never use, but I have them. Coffee filters for some reason. Why do I have coffee filters? There's a Revo, that's a dragon, that's a dragon. Got like 8 dragons. Is this it? Oh. Oh, here we go. This might be it. Now do any of these. There we go. There we go. 12 volt. 12 volt. This is why these are in here. They're 12 volts. But this has jumpers. For voltages, I think. Yeah. So, I could stick this guy. Nope, nope, nope. So I can VHP this right there and plug it in there and call it a day. We're good to go. Huzzah. And we'll get the Wi-Fi to work. Those all-winter boards are just a pain when it comes to Wi-Fi. Do I have any always-on headers on this board? Because I want this fan to be always on. Fans, fans, fans. So these are the fans. Okay, so set the fans voltage. So our company's not responsible for fan out caused by wrong selection. Okay, so these are always on fans, I think. Right. No. Oh no, these are bigger fans. Those are, yeah, those are, yeah. So if I don't think I could play with these jumpers while it's on. I don't think I should be playing with the jumpers while it's on. But 12 is the middle. Okay. The last 2 are always on, are they? No, they say V fan. We'll fiddle with it later. So I could have sworn I had a 12-volt blower somewhere. Oh, that's all. I might have chopped it for something though. Oh, I do right here. Yeah, GD time. There you go. 24-volt blower fan. Ta-da! So we'll use that guy. Oh, we're verifying. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you could plug a fan in while it's running and nothing will happen. It's drivers, you're not supposed to plug stuff in while it's running, right? So fan 0, 24 volt. Go. Get some of that VHB tape. A little bit of my cleaner, or so. And got some new shop rags, which, by the way, buy these. Get these for your print room. Shop rags. Skip verify. I should. But we got time. I've actually had a verify catch something wrong once. Like, no joke, I actually had it come up with an error once. Now, granted, I was probably using like a 20-year-old SD card, but it did actually do something. Peeling off VHP, honestly, I swear, VHP, getting the little sticker off the back of VHP tape is more annoying than like anything in the world sometimes. Go. Reen, thank you for coming a member. Before I do this, make sure this is the 24-volt one. It is. Okay. There we go. Voila. So now we have our cooling right across. These should be fine. There should be enough ambient air movement that these won't heat up. And if they are an issue, I could just put another fan here blowing that way. Hey, everyone. Oh, it is VHB tape. So yeah, buy these shop towels because one, they're actually like, well, they still rip, but they're stronger, but they don't lint. They're not as linty as like, if you go get yourself some Bounty. Yeah, this shit, when you're like wiping your bed down, especially a textured bed, it leaves little fibers everywhere. This stuff, not really. Oh, we got bots. No, make sure, no, I don't want to ban Andrew. Report. Pornographic report. Don't say Viola. Why can't I say Viola? Viola. Okay, I got some links here. Lots of good info here. There we go. Ooh, Dark Eons also has the screwdriver. I'm not the only one building printers with LTT store screwdrivers. So, as the kiddies would say, no cap, This actually, I'm loving this screwdriver. I know I've said it a few times, and I'm going to bring it up in the video that I'm going to do. But yeah, this thing's actually really handy. As somebody who always like misplaces their Allen keys, this thing is actually really nice. Don't say voila, half your audience will turn off. Oh, enough of the Yanks know what viola is. Okay, we're gonna cancel verify because that's taking too long. So that G is not accessible. Cool. Cancel. Continue. Okay. So we're done there. So now let's not leak my Wi-Fi information again. My home network info. And it should be connected to my home network. I may have to power cycle it though. I got the green light. So let's turn this off now. Go back to the manual, make sure I did it all right. Yep. When the writing is complete, push the dip switch 4 and 3 back to off. Okay. So I switch those switches back over. Okay. And power on again to enter normal working mode. Okay. So I switch the switches back over and we should get normal working conditions now. And it should just be mainsail, I believe. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my home network. Music, it's not Wi-Fi password. It's like I'm pulling up my home router and I don't know if there's any info in there that people could use to compromise me somehow. I don't know. Like I don't know the whole story of what can and cannot be. I'm not a network security guy. The files are in the computer, like type person with computers sometimes. So a lot of the time I'm very kind of hesitant to try. I try to sanitize my info as much as I can. Okay, there we go. So unable to open config, blah, blah, blah. So there we go. So machine, there we go. So we are in the config. So example of configs. Is there an example config? I'm gonna have to find the config for this. Okay. Be safe, don't show anything. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just trying to cover my butt and try not to leak my info and be as safe as I can, basically. Is it faster than the other module? Well, as you can see, we're actually bloody connected to the friggin' thing. So, let's see. This works. This did not. So we're ahead. Okay, so I got to do the, where's my wife mouse? There we go. Okay, so now we got to get to putty. Okay, so host name that, actually salad fork, load that, save, open. Yes. Pi, raspberry. Sweet. Okay, so clipper setup. I always have to pull up the bloody clipper setup page every time I do clipper because I always forget what the bloody commands are. Okay, so I think people have told me this board is already flashed for clipper sometimes. So we have nothing. Okay, so we're gonna have to flash this board. Okay. Oh, is there anything else I have to do? Okay, system. Okay. Manta is designed with USB in order to say power consumption. If you want to enable it, you need to add the following text to your config text file. Really? I need to, okay, how do I edit that? How do I edit my config.txt file? I'm trying to remember the clipper. Somebody tell me the clipper. I can't remember that clipper command. Sudo nano boot. Okay, there we go. Thank you, clipper people. Is it sudo or nano? Well, we'll do sudo nano. Bit more words, bigger command. Boom. Enter. Command not found. Okay, maybe not sudo. There we go. Okay. So I need to add this line. Cool. Copy. Cool. Paste that. Okay. And then exit. Exit. Save. Yes. Enter. Permission denied. What do you mean permission denied? Permission denied. Did I do the sudo part? I did the sudo part and it wouldn't let me. Like I did sudo nano. Oh, maybe I gotta get rid of the nano. Nope. Oh, I need su. Just su. Oop. What's no? How's it going? Permission denied. What? So let's sue. What the heck? Sue? How is that a different password? Sudo sue? You trust it, you received usual lecture. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. So there we go. So now let's pull that up again. Oh, okay. What the frick? What the frick is going on here? What are you guys having me do? Exit there. Let's just reset terminal. You guys are making this way more annoying than it needs to be, I think. Somebody, what's going on here? Okay, so just nano. So just nano boot config.txe. Okay. Boom. Command not found. Check Discord. Okay. Well, David knows. Let's go to the Discord. There you go. Okay, now it works. So, okay, maybe I copied it wrong out of, maybe copying it out of the YouTube chat broke it or something. Okay. So I guess it doesn't matter where I paste this, but I like pasting anything that I add. These at the very bottom. Paste that. Okay, cool. Control exit. Yes. Enter. Error writing. Permission denied. Okay, so Control X. No. Okay, so okay. Sudo nano. Okay. Oh, you should totally switch to Linux. Linux is so much more intuitive and easy than Windows. You should totally switch to Linux. There's no problems with Linux. You should just switch to Linux. There we go. Yay! Now my USB works. I'll deal with that later because I need the USB to work for now. So camera, we're not going to deal with that stuff now. Okay. So install the Kiao script. Should I try and use Kiao? The files are in the computer. Sudo reboot. Okay, sudo reboot. Oh no, my network canceled. New session. Restart session. Gotta wait for it to reboot. It takes a minute. I've never played with Kiao. I've never played with Kiao. Ever. But I don't need to because I already have mainsail installed. So we're not going to. Ooh, look at all those computers. Is it trying to connect my network? It's still trying to connect my network. Try looking at the USB port with it enabled. Yeah, we'll try. There we go. Okay. So ls serial by id.dev. Boom. There we go. So we are already connected. So there's our Wi-Fi or our thing. So I should be able to let's go to printers for ants.com. Dueling 0. Ooh. That looks cool. Salad fork. Okay, let's download this whole download zip. Kiao sounds clean. So I've never actually used Kiao. I'm not a huge fan of running layers on layers. So for example, I usually just run one interface. Like this is running Fluid from like a year and a half ago. It just I'm lazy. It works. So I have no desire to flip flop between Fluid and Mainsail back and forth. I run either on my machines. It depends on whatever one I feel like installing that day of the week. And I'm not a power user, so there's no like, oh, I need the latest thing. Back when Kiao was like new, because it was like just like the easy way to set up Clipper and mainsail, I think it was mainsail, the first versions of mainsail. The very first versions of mainsail, when you opened up, like when you connected, okay, they had like a little like heart by Voron or something, like created by Voron or something. There was like, because you know, the mainsail is developed by a Voron dev team member, and there's like little Voron logos hidden in and whatnot. And Kiao made a specific script to strip out all the branding, as they put it, or something like that. And that broke the install. So people were like, why isn't it working? And we're like, what? Well, I don't know. It should be working. You know, oh, I used the install script that removed branding, and it like completely crashed it all. So I don't like running an interface layer that has the ability to fuck with shit, basically, unless I absolutely need to. So I like, keep it simple. If I'm running fluid, I'm running fluid. If I'm running mainsail, I'm running fan. I don't need another script on top of it. The install isn't that hard at this point. So I know that's way in the past and it's not a thing anymore, but that was like the first I heard of Kiao, was it's breaking everyone's thing. So I'm like, oh, it's a great, you know, first experience by hearing it. So, okay, there's self fork, config. So is there a config for the Manta? There's an octopus config. So we might have to import some stuff. Upload file. Kiao made it easy. The thing is, it's not that hard now. And it's like my problem with the Creality board. Okay, the Creality, I don't even know where it's at. I threw it away. I literally chucked it because it was annoying me, because it almost burned my house down. And I don't know where it is right now. I gotta go find it. But like, the whole point is, ooh, it's an easy setup experience. But then afterwards, you're held back the entire time because you're stuck with Creality's ecosystem for updates. And then if you want to escape their ecosystem, guess what? You're just installing normal Clipper at that point. So what's the point of getting the training wheels if you're gonna get rid of them eventually? Just skip it. Okay, so we got, what do we got here? We got Spider. Yeah, there's no Manta. Is there a Manta? Is there a Manta config? I don't think there's a Manta config. Just checking the Discord, nothing. Okay, so we're gonna have to, Bamboo, no, Bamboo doesn't run Clipper. Bamboo runs their own operating system. You can do create backups. I just saved my config file. Okay, so big common 50. So I guess we'll just use the octopus. Oh, that just pins. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, geez. Please don't tell me the config for the default for config for this is one of those like 20 different config files that all reference each other. Please don't tell me the config isn't set up like that. I don't like those configs. It is set up like that. Delete. Grab it. I just downloaded from the latest repo. I literally just, this is Salad Fork, the latest one. Config from last month. I don't like that style because it makes when you're setting everything up initially, if it's not the same, you have to keep jumping between everything. I like the way I like doing my config is I have everything in one file for everything on the board. So in terms of the functionality, making the printer move, and like, so your motors, your bed, your heaters, your extruder, your all that stuff, config. And then I have a macro file and then add-ons. So the add-ons in this case would be like the toolhead board or the screen or something like that. That's kind of like how I like doing it, but nobody does it the same. But I'm looking in here and it's just like, oh, it just references pins and I don't even see a printer.cfg. That's the thing. Oh, there's printer.cfg. Then where is everything? Okay, this all pork. Okay. Core configurations include printer.cfg, includes steppers, heaters, fans. Yeah, so this is all broken out into different files. I don't like that. I'm sorry, I don't like that. So this is basically a Trident, right? Okay, this is, I can't remember who controls the Voron Design website. I think it's just Max, but the amount of times that I've gone to this website to go to the GitHub and I hit documentation and it brings me here. It's community GitHub. Every time I do this. Download zip. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a Trident config and just swap the pins over. Kelvin, hello there. How are you doing? And yes, I'm playing with the screwdriver. So yeah, I like splitting things up in my config. I like macros having their own file. Macros having their own file is great. If you're running like Timit and you got like the crazy LTT RGB overload setup, run that in a separate file. But in terms of, oh shoot, I need to change something that changes how my printer behaves in normal operation, config file. That's how I like having it. And then the way I have it set up is usually motors, XYZ, extruders, heaters, so bed, hot end, screens, like I have it, and then like the way the bed runs and stuff like that. Like I don't know. I've been doing it one way for years, and that's just kind of the way I like doing it. The thing is now the ecosystem has gotten a lot bigger, and now a lot of people like doing it different ways. So it's like I'm like all curmudgeonly, like this is back in my day, this is how we had one monolithic file, and all the kids nowadays are like, no, everything in their own config, and you reference everything. It's like, you waste too much time writing include this file. Just include the file. Why do you have to reference it? Get off my lawn. Get off my print bed. You have X and Y motors. Well, legacy XY motors. Wrecking right. Okay, let's see here. So where is my printer at? There's my printer. Okay, so we're gonna upload a file. Yeah, it downloads Voron Trident main. Firmware. Octopus. Aha, this is more like it. Edit file. Okay. Rename. Config.cfg. Rename. And now it'll get angry. Oh wait, no, it's printer.cfg. Config.cfg. Yeah, that config.config. Printer Firmware.cfg. There we go. Firmware eraser. There we go. And now it'll be angry because I don't have a bunch of stuff in here. Okay. Did I participate in tap testing? I did not. I did not. Because here's the thing. I have, I'm not going to go digging for them because I don't even know where the hell I put them. I have hardware for the first generation of tap, because when the first, like the very first revision of it was kind of being thought out, I was all for it. And then they started iterating pretty quick. And I was like, I'm too busy with others. I can't. So I've just kind of poked my head in the door every now and then and just be like, hey. Whoa, that's cool. That's cool. And then I go back to doing my thing. So yeah. Okay, so first things first. That's not hot. That's not hot. We're good there. Okay. So we're not running away. So that's always good. So printer.cfg. So let's get my serial address. Here it is. Control V. Go. So max velocity 300. Sure, we'll leave that for now. Max says sure. Okay, so we're gonna need a pinout of this board. Where are my pinouts? So here, Manta M8P pinout. Oh, that's in not English. Okay, so it's just a manual. Okay, so where's my pinout? Where's my pinout? Give me the pinouts. Give me my pinouts. Is that the pinout? There we go. See this? I love, this is one thing, as much as, you know, I harp on Big Tree Tech for some of the stuff they do, you know, labeling everything on the back of the board and changing revisions every 2 months, and your first revision of anything never works, for example. Their pin diagrams for their boards, mwah, beautiful. I love it. So simple, easy to read, tells you where everything is, and it's all nice one big screen. Like, this is one thing I like how Big Tree Tech does it. It's nice and color coded. Okay, so it's like, oh, hey, what is my pin at? What is my pin for driver this? Oh, well, here they all are right there. It's like right there, motor 1. There's, you know, there's my step pin is that, my direction pin is that, my enable, my CS. What does CS mean anyways? But I like Big Tree Tech's implementation of their pinout diagram, which, as somebody from Clipper, this is great. Okay, now the Duet pinout diagram is garbage. They give you like a chart. It's annoying. Just give me pin numbers in a diagram that tells me what pin is what. So yeah. So I like that. I like that. Chip select. Oh, okay. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to make this all match, because we have gone and changed things. It is no longer the way it was. So motor 1 is that one. So when you're looking at a printer from, I'm gonna have to unplug these motors. Shit. Because motor 1, okay, get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, there we go. So we got our Z motors. And this is front left. So we're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to turn this off, unfortunately, because I have to move some motor wires around, because I wired this upside down and I always do it backwards. So let's, oh, and it's eMMC, so we don't gotta worry about corrupting an SD card, so that's good. Okay, power off. Okay, so Z1 is front left. I should have this open so I can remember it. Let me just double check here. Downloads. Trident. Firmware. Octopus config. There we go. Okay. Notepad. Okay. So let's see here for my Z. So Z0 is front left, then back, and then Z1 is, Z2 is front right. Okay. So this is front left, as I'm looking at it upside down. This one should be over here. Okay, you go there. Okay. You go there. You go. Okay. There we go. And then there we go. And my E and B motors, I always do them backwards. Yeah. Can I move the chat box while editing the config? Sure, let's do that. Let's turn the printer back on. So right now I don't have the breakout board installed. We'll get to that later. I just got my stealth burner finished. Decurion, you're fine. It's so many. So I checked in some of the stream for the tap announcement, and like the amount of people that are like, oh my god, I have to upgrade. No, my brother in Christ, you don't need the newest and greatest all the time immediately. This machine right here, which I do the majority of my printing on, this, the LDO one's starting to take over a little bit, but this is my most used and is currently probably my still most used Voron. Uses the V2.0 Omron rice cooker switch for my Z switch, and it's still using a red PL08 inductive probe that's like 2 years old or 3 years old. And guess what? It works just fine. So yes, better is better, but if you're already 95% of the way there, we're at diminishing return point. So yes, clicky or tap is super awesome. And going forward, you will definitely want to put that in new builds. But if your current setup works just fine, then your current setup works just fine. Like you don't need to, you know, rip it all apart and swap it out because there's a slightly better thing out there. However, it is really nice though. So yeah. Okay, so printer.cfg. Okay, so we are going to have to do some modifications. Connected to motor 0. End stop connected. Okay, so this is B motor, which is the left, which is this side, right? Am I right? Okay, so I have... Gosh dang it to heck. I got to turn it off and swap these ones around because this is the left motor. Wait, do I got the left one? Yep. I swap these two around too. Always turn off your controller board when you are doing any like motor stuff. Like if you're moving the motors around, like or doing like, you know, that, don't worry about it. But if you're like unplugging stepper, like motors from stepper drivers, or unplugging the stepper driver themselves, do not have power going to them. You will have a bad time. Bad things will happen. So. Okay, wait for that to go. Okay, so let's update this screen. Okay, so yeah, so let's... I can't move chat. Shoot, I can't move chat. This is my entire overlay is one thing. I can't move chat because you're built into my overlay. But what I can do... You go there. And... Which window is it? Voron Trident, config, downloads. Oh wait, no, it's on here. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. There we go. Now, oh, look at this. Ooh, look at that. Fancy, 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 fancy. Okay, so stepper X is my front, is my left motor. Okay, and in this case, it is connected to 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is connected to motor 4. End stop is connected to, I don't know, toolhead board thingy. Okay, so stepper X is now motor 4. So in this case, motor 4, direction step pin is PD3. Direction pin, we're not going to invert, we're going to leave the inversion. So direction pin is PD2. Our enable pin, PD5. And our end stop pin, we're not going to fiddle with. There we go. And now for this, we have our, how big was this build again? 160? I think 160 by 160. And get rid of all this stuff. There we go. Okay. And now make sure this is relevant. So stepper X is motor 4 and our UART pin is PD4. PD4. There we go. So that is how you set it up. And then you do this again and again and again and again and again for everything else that you need to move over. Okay, so stepper Y is motor 5. Okay, so that is direction pin, or correction, step pin, PC9. Direction pin, PC8. And enable pin is PD1. Okay. And I think this is also 160. Okay, and delete all this stuff. Make it nice and clean looking. Okay, and this one, UART pin for stepper 5 is PD0. Go. I have a link to more info about tap. Go on the Voron Discord. In the announcement page, there was a Voron live today where they talked about it. That's pretty much it for information right now. Watch the live stream. There might, I don't know if they set up a channel yet in the Discord for it. But yeah, release is before American Thanksgiving. That's what they're aiming for. That may change, but is what it is. Okay. So this is connected to motor 0. Oh wait, no, okay. Everything else, oh my God. Everything else starts with 0, except for the motors. Okay, whatever. So motor 1, step pin is PE2. Direction pin, PB4. And enable pin, PC11. End stop pin, we're not going to mess with. I'm going to leave this alone for now because I don't know what we're playing with. Rotation. I think it's TR8. I think it's TR8. I'll just leave it. Okay. Okay. And this one is PC10. Well. apparently we got a distraction. Hey, buddy. Hey, what? Oh, you want to say hi? Come on. Come say hi. It's okay. Yeah, Mama's there. He's a little boy. Oh, he's a little boy. I'm trying to do work here, Coda. I'm trying to work, puppy. I'm trying to work. Oh, scratches in the ear. Scratches in the ear. Okay. You are turning gray so quick. Ooh. Gruesome it. There we go. Little guy had a rough time going to bed, apparently. Yeah, he's getting old. Coda's getting old. Wonder how Coda affects the YouTube metrics. He does have an impact. There is you can look at when the stream ends. I can see a chart of how active chat is. Usually the peak. But besides that, at the end of the stream when I ask for numbers, and then you can tell where the Coda spike is because everyone shouts doggo. So Leo the Human 699 doggo tax. Oh, David's here. Hi, David. Oh, that was David that asked the question. I'd be interested in a doggo doggo for a reinforced filament if you're down for it. Although getting that to extrude and not smell like burnt dog hair, I don't know. Back to clipper configging. Okay, so we've done that. PC 10. Boom. Yeah. Okay. So this is separ 1 connected to the rear center. So this is motor 2. This is step pin is PF12. I'm more a fan of PF Chang's, but PF12 will do. Direction pin PF11, and the enable pin PV3. Fun fact: I've never even seen a PF Chang's. Hopefully we have them in Canada. And the UART pin is PF13. Thought the peak is when everyone says hi, David. It's up there. You and doggo effect are neck and neck, I would say. But we need more people to say hi, David. So motor 3. 3 is step pin PD7. Direction pin PD6, and the enable pin PF10. Oh, and by the way, if I get this config all set up, I'll try and get this set on the GitHub. For those that run a similar setup to mine, I will not put it on the GitHub because I have no bloody clue how GitHub works. I've tried. I'm not going to bother with it. Okay. Enable it, or the CF9. Go. Okay. When I was looking into dog hair filament, found out that it's illegal to make in the USA. Talked to a lawyer and everything. I could believe that because would it fall under like animal cruelty, or is it because it's a no? I'm trying to think, because for example, the Kinder Surprise thing in the States, you're not allowed to have Kinder Surprises, right? If you don't know what it is, like a chocolate egg. Inside the chocolate egg, there's a little capsule with a toy in it. It's usually a shitty toy, but they're like a candy here in Canada and like the UK, but in the US they're illegal. And every now and then somebody gets like busted for bringing them across the border. It's hilarious. But it's because the US simply has a law saying you're not allowed to have non-edible things in edible things. It's a FDA law. Like you're not allowed to put non-edible things in edible things because, you know, kids can eat it. So because a Kinder Egg has a toy inside of the chocolate, it's illegal. It's just because of that. So I wonder if it's something like that where it's like, it's because there's animal byproduct in something inedible, or I don't know. It's something weird. Okay, so extruder, this is going to be on the toolhead board. Okay, so all this is going to be on the toolhead board. The bed though is not on the toolhead board. So the bed is on the heater, I believe. So the bed out is on the bed. So bed out, heater bed. Heater pin for the bed is PB7. Okay. And the sensor pin for the bed is PA0. Okay. Probe. This probe is not used for Z-head, only quad gantry leveling. So the probe, oh man, I gotta set up all the clicky stuff too. Clicky stuff's annoying to set up. Okay, so we gotta set all the clicky stuff up, so I don't think any of this is in here. Completely forgot about clicky. I want to. I can't just cache out a section. Well, you can't just. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, fan. It's because of a technically associated with animal welfare. I believe it. I figured it'd be one of those you can't because there's another law that makes a lot of sense, but because this kind of is kind of close to it, it kind of bleeds into it. Okay, so fan, current cooling fan. This is going to be on the other tool head board. The heater fan, it's a hot fan, that's going to be on the tool head board. This one though, controller fan, this is pin PE6. That's the controller fan. And the controller fan comes on when the bed comes on. So there we go. Okay. Safe set home. Okay, Z tilts. Okay. So this is gonna be fun because I'm gonna have to fiddle with these numbers because we're like, oh wait, let me take a look here. No, not that. So fork, big. Where's the Z tilt stuff? Big. 150 Z tilt. There we go. There we go. Okay, Z tilt. Okay. I'm just gonna copy all this. Delete all this. Put that in there. There we go. This is for the 150. Which should be mine. I believe mine's a 150, but it's like a 160. I don't know if the frame size is the same. So there we go. Okay. That is that. Board pins. I don't think I need to worry about any of this. Yeah. Because I'm not plugging any boards in. Cool. Print start, print end. Cool. Save and restart. Sensor type. Oh, in the bed. Okay, printer.cfg. Sensor type is, I think it's just the generic 3950. Okay, and then for the bed extruder sensor type, it is it's a Revo clipper config thermistor. No, don't bookmark it. Okay, it is I think it's an ATC 104 NT. I believe is the proper model for a Revo. I have a Revo, I should just check it. Oh, 104 NT-4. Yeah, okay, so that's that. That is that. Save and restart. Rotation distance must be specified. What's rotation distance? It's 8. Oh. Okay, for some reason, I'm pretty sure it's 8. Yes. Pin PE2 is used multiple times in the config. Okay, so PE2. So we got, okay, so stepper Z is the first one. Okay, M1 step is PE2. Okay, where is the other instance of PE2? Motor 6, extruder. Okay, so this right here, we're gonna have to pull all this out. Because this is all gonna have to go into another section. Copy, delete. Let's drop the font down to something more legible. There we go. Okay, so that is that. So that is extruder. What the hell was that? Oh, somebody bought some merch. I keep forgetting what the merch jingle is. Okay, so we have that on the tool head. What else do we have on the tool head board? We have the end stops. The X and Y end stops are, the X end stop is on the tool head board, but we're not going to move that motor over. The Z switch is on the tool head board, so we're not going to move that over. Print start, print end, Z tilt. Z tilt isn't using. Oh, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay. So save and close. Upload file. Oop, nope, cancel. Create file. Toolhead. .cfg. Create. So save and restart. So I'll have to import that, obviously. Pin PG6 is not a valid name for MCU. Okay. PG6. What? And PG6 is not a valid name. Pin name on MCU. Okay, so that is motor 4. Motor 4, end stop pin. Oh, I don't have an end stop pin. Okay. So let me see here. So XY. So this is motor X. So my X axis, this is going to be on the toolhead board. So get rid of that. We're going to have to rename that. And then on the Y axis, we have a clicky switch right here, which is plugged into end stop, whatever that one is. What is that? PC2? PC2. So Y is PC2. And then my Z switch. Z. So Z end stop pin is PC1. Yeah, because that's the actual switch. Okay, so there we go. That. Save and restart. End stop pin. Okay, so I need to put an end stop pin. No, the thing is, this pin PG6 does not exist on this board, and that's why it's erroring out. So this PG6 does not exist on this board. So for here, I'll just put it, you know, PF3 for now. And we're gonna have to update that because this pin is on the toolhead board. Unknown heater extruder. Okay, cool. So that is that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, so these are gonna have to go into the other one too. Okay, so these ones are gonna have to go cut, save close, toolhead, extruder fans, cool. These will have to go live in here because they are for the toolhead board. Okay, there we go. So technically at this point, we have a online machine, and I should be getting machine. Let's see, restart. Go. Wait, did I spell that I include mainsail.cfg? Am I missing something here? Parsing errors. What do I mean parsing? Oh, there's a space. There we go. Save and reset. Port. Pornographic. There we go. Okay. Include mainsail.cfg. What's wrong with it? Include mainsail.cfg. What do I have wrong here? What am I missing? The open bracket goes to the center line. Does? Let me pull up a reference. Oh, bracket goes to the front. Okay, I'm a dummy. Boom. There we go. Save and restart. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, obviously, all we have is the bed at this point, but we do have a functional printer. So if I turn the bed on to, like, you know, 40 degrees, The bed heats up. That's good. And this fan is on. And it is providing cooling for my stepper drivers. So there we go. So we are good there. So let's turn the bed off because it is hot. Okay. Another thing we can do now, we could do make sure our motors do the wiggle thingy. Okay. Main seal versus fluid, pick one, pick whatever interface you think is prettier, because they're both pretty much feature the same at this point. I know fluid had a little bit of a hiatus in development. I believe it's back on now. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it is. So. I'm going to put my little antenna right here on the front. There we go. Voila. Just make it through there. There we go. Sweet. Okay. So now we can make sure our motors do the wiggle thing. Make sure everything's moving in that way. And then we'll go and do the tool head stuff. Yep, the printer. Okay, so now close that, close that. So, fun little tip here. When you set Clipper up for the first time, not only do I have a video on my channel how to cover some stuff, but is it the build? Initial startup. Cool, this tells you everything you should check. Okay, so you can do stepper buzzes. Okay. How a stepper buzz works, and if you're wondering what the motors are called, here they're called this on a Trident or a salad fork in this case. So what a stepper buzz does is it moves the motor in the positive direction and then the negative direction. Now on the Z, it makes sense. Bed go up, bed go down, or actually no, in the positive direction. Yeah. So on a V2, the gantry goes up, the gantry goes down. On the Z, the gantry would go down, gantry goes up, right? Because the positive is going that way, I believe. But either way, you want to make sure your motors move. So stepper X is back here. Yeah. It does it like 10 times. So I don't know if you could see it. And then here's stepper Y. You can see it's ever so slightly moving because it's a Core XY, right? So you're only moving one motor, but it is moving ever so slightly. Bed go down, bed go up. Okay. So on the Z, okay, there's no Z0. Okay. So your first motor in your config is Z0, but for a stepper buzz, there is no Z0. So it's Z1, Z2. Okay. So Z0 should be this motor here, should go down and then go up. So we're going the wrong way. Okay, let me try the other one. Yeah, so they're going up and going down. So they're going the other way of what they're supposed to be doing. Z2. Yeah. So all my Z motors are moving the opposite way of what I would want them to do, which if they're all moving the same, that's actually a good thing because again, remember, there is no standard for stepper motor wiring. The wire them in pairs, but there's no universal standard. So the fact that they're all the same is good. Now, if they were backwards, if two were good and one were the other and all the colors are the same, you probably have mixed match steppers. You kind of don't want that on the Z. Okay, so easy fix. You go into your Z here and your direction pin, you set it in a exclamation mark above each one. Save, restart. Okay. And then it should, there we go. How much does a stepper buzz move them? Is it 1 millimeter? Because I'm moving way more than 1 mil. It's a bang. It's an exclamation mark. Where does this bang come from? It's an exclamation mark. Don't hit, and also it's the pound sign. I've never heard bang. Okay, stepper guys, mover 1 millimeter. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm moving more than a mil, but we'll see. Yeah, let me get my scale here and see how much we're moving, because I'm pretty sure I'm moving more than a mil. Oh, it'll help if I put it on the actual. Let's see here. Actually, yeah, that is a mil. Okay, we are moving a mil. We are moving a mil. Called bang encoding. Oh. You learn something new every day then. Okay, cool. So we're good there. We're good there. So our motors are moving. Obviously, we can't set up much else. So now we got to go move on to setting up the clipper stuff. So let me turn this printer off. Plug in the toolhead board. And read the manual on how the hell I'm supposed to make this thing work. I probably could have checked my end stops. We'll check all the end stops all at once. Okay, so now we've got the CAN bus board, which is this guy here, connected to here via the USBs, doing USB things. I could probably put a fan here. I'll put a fan here. Get in your hole. How are you supposed to do this? I'll put you there. There we go. There we go. You can go down here and you can plug into this guy. And then I'll just put both of these on the same thing. So this way, this fan turns on and this turns on and we get enough air movement moving. And put the fan here. So got two fans blowing across. That should be enough air movement to make it not, you know, catch fire and shit. We don't want fire. It was already burning when we got here anyways. I don't know if these are long enough. These probably aren't long enough. Nope. I gotta go through these kits and find all my extra screws and actually throw them into my like actual storage. Yeah, this is CM4. because the board that came with it, the CB1, isn't that good, and we had issues with Wi-Fi connectivity. And full disclosure, Big Tree Tech is sending me a replacement, but friend of the channel, Andrew there, was kind enough to just send me a CB4. So we're going to use that because it works. There you go. Okay, turn this on. Hopefully that's a 12 or 24 volt fan. Forgot to check it's at a 24 volt fan. I literally just grabbed a random fan off my desk. Plugged it in. Yeah, 24. Ah, long day. CFG, wait for that all to connect. Where did you get a CM4? I don't know. I didn't ask. Okay, so this is fan V fan V PE0. PE0? Can you have more than one fan in the same thing? Or do I got it? What is it? A comma? Yeah, comma. Save, restart. It's not a valid pin. Can you? How do you have multiple pins? I'm trying to remember how you have multiple pins. Yeah, I don't know. That's not it. Oh, it's there we go. Unknown chain PE6. What do you mean PE6? It's right there. Nope. Trying to remember how you have multiple fans doing the same thing. Like if you want to slave two fans together. We're setting up a clipper config. Clipper, multiple pins, same function. Multiple pin outputs, how to, okay. Just a comma. That's it? Valid pin description, PE6. Format is exclamation, chip name, pin name. So pins. So I need the exclamation on the port. Okay, stepper 8, enable pin, multi-pin. Oh, I see. Okay. I see it. Okay, yeah, there you go. Pin. Wait, is that right? No, wait. I think that's it. No, somebody's like, no! Paste it in Discord. Okay. This is why you just have people that know more than you in chat. Pin and fan selection controller must be specified. Multi-pin my fan, pins that and that. Fan, pin equal multi-pin my fan. Just get Kevin to remote in. Oh, I think the multi need to be 2 blocks, yeah. So this stuff, control out. Put it above or something. Okay. No, pin section controller must be, well, we did specify pin equals multi-pin my fan, pins equal that. Oh, pins. No. Pin equal. Should just be pin that. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Remove fan. Okay. Add pin to controller fan. Pin equal to pin that. Okay, there. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now when I turn the bed on, the fans aren't turning on. The fans aren't turning on. Why aren't you turning on? Fans aren't turning on now. Pins aren't turning on now. Fans aren't turning on. Oh, console. Gene. CFG. Oh, because those aren't the pins. PE3. Somebody just gave me an example of pins. So I'm like, I'll just use those. And PB5. Or no, PE6. PE0. There we go. Save restart. There we go. There we go. Fans are running. That's enough air movement. Okay. Set a fan speed. You don't need to set fan speed. Of course, now they're not turning off. They turned off before. Files. Machine. CFG. Oh, now they turned on. Okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I can't remember what this. I just remember last time they turned off quicker, but we already preheated the bed. Okay, they turned off, so we're good there. Okay, so now we need to set up our toolhead board. Look at this. We have a fancy little guide right here. Let's save and close this. So restart. Cool. Okay. So working instance of Clipper, we already have that. Access to the Pi terminal, we have that. CAN adapter, we have that. And a toolhead board, we have that. Important, each controller set has a different safe default setting, which will work for the majority of users. You should initially set up your controller based on these values and inform, okay, what is CAN bus? This is that, cool. So we have the U2C board. Is this just a link to it? Okay. So Pi setup. So I need to set up that. So let's get that. How do I activate a terminal? Okay, there we go. Pi Raspberry. Enter. Cool. Okay, so we are connected there. So sudo that. Cool. Very good. Okay. Put all this stuff in. Copy. Paste. Control X to save. Yes. Enter. Okay. You can now sudo reboot. Good. Cool. May want to upgrade Clipper. I'm running the latest version, but that's a good idea. Gotta wait for it all to reboot. Okay, let's see. What version of Clipper are we on? Clipper. Oh, I'm 10.05 to is this that much of an outdated version of Clipper? Update all components. Cool. Well, we'll update everything. This is a fun night for updates and software. Do you guys love software? I love software. I love configuring stuff. I love, you know, waiting for screens to go by while it does stuff. Like, look at this. Look how cool this is. It's doing things, people. It's doing things. And then don't forget too, as exciting as this is, it could be more exciting when you win a spool of filament from Polymaker. Oop, connection failed. Close. There we go. Everything's updated. Okay, so now we're there. Okay, so back down to a little size. Bring back up my terminal. Pi. Raspberry. Cool. Okay, test the network. Once the Pi is rebooted, you can run the that command to check the network status. Okay. You should see a line like this in the results below. The key is the up. I don't see anything. This ain't working. Now, do I need to install Clipper on the toolhead board first? Do I need to install Clipper on the toolhead first? Before it actually talk? Yeah, I need to. Okay, so we need to install Clipper on the toolhead board. So let's flip this around. Every time I flip this, there's still nuts in the extrusions for the panels, and every time I flip this, I hear like, and I'm like, ah. Okay, so I need to connect this to the Pi via USB, right? Should be in the guide. Okay, so we have, which board is this? We have the Big Tree Tech. Where the frick did you name your shit? I think this is the V1.2. I think it's the V1.2. Let's blame it on the side where nobody can see it. I think it's V1 1.2. EBB, yeah, it's this one. What's the difference between the two? I can't tell the difference. I think the update is the same anyways. Flash is the same. Okay, there you go. Okay. Got my USB cable. Before proceeding, is it clear that your CAN network is configured for your printer? Failure to set the network will cause a problem when you try to connect devices. Okay, so I've done that. So is this right here meaning it's not talking to my CAN device? Do I need to flash the stupid thing first? Like, do I need to flash this too? Because I ran this command here and it's showing nothing. Like, no packets, okay. Nor up, lower up, echo, into. The key thing to note is the network is up for now. So I'm not seeing any packets though. Oh, the network is up. Okay, so the network is up. Okay, so we're good there. Okay, so flashing the CAN boot firmware via DFU on EB. Okay, overreading is clear. Okay, to clone your CAN boot to browser to your Pi. Okay, so I got to plug this into the Pi. I'm assuming over the USB. So let's plug this guy in here. There's a chance it's already installed. How will I see if it's already installed? LS USB. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. The U2C needs to be updated to the latest version of Candlelight, and the EBB needs to either be flashed with CAN boot or through USB-C port in the STM2 flashing wizard. Do I need the latest version? Is there a way to find out what version I have? Like, I might not need to update it. I'd rather not. Flash should just be safe. Okay, but the last time somebody told me just to flash something, we ended up spending a lot of time wasting time. This is on a member stream, by the way. Okay. Yeah, if the network comes up, we're fine. This is, yeah, remember, RepRap is a locked-in ecosystem for CAN bus. There's the firmware that works with one board for CAN bus. If it was more complicated than this, I would be worried with RepRap firmware and their CAN bus toolhead, because the whole ecosystem's designed to work with each other because it's one manufacturer, one firmware. This is a open source firmware developed by multiple people, and also boards from who knows, multiple different boards with different firmwares and whatnot in completely different configurations all the time. So yeah. Okay, so let's generate this CAN boot stuff. So yeah. CAN boot stuff. Okay. So make a file for EB. Okay, so STM32. Go B1. preference. Oh wait, whoa, what's this? Build cam boot deployment output. I don't have this option. So this is CAN bus on PB0, PB1. Okay. CAN bus speed 50,000. Okay, so what is this build CAN bus deployment thing? Because this is not in my thing. I'm just gonna hit do not build because I don't see this option in here. Okay, I don't. Okay, cool. Okay. Quit. Save. Yes. Okay. Make clean. Okay. Now, put this baby up. Okay. Add a 5-volt jumper to the pins highlighted below. I gotta find a jumper. I should have a billion of these, and I don't know where I put them because I just kind of chuck them every time I do something. So I should have a billion of these. But where did I put one? Ooh. Aha! Got one. Okay. So I gotta put the jumper. It's plugged in. Like, will it matter if I add the 5-volt jumper to the pins below? Will that matter if I got it? Like, it's powered. Should I unplug it? Unplug it. Okay. I don't think it'll fry anything. Yeah, I'll just unplug it. Okay. Unplugged. Cool. At the 5-volt jumper. Okay. And the 5-volt jumper, connect it via USB. Hooray for USB-C. Okay. Hold the reset button and boot show below. Okay, so I gotta hold. How the frick do you want me to push 2 buttons at once? What the frick is this? Give me something pointy. Ah. Okay. Hold reset and boot button. Press release. Press boot. Well, which one's which? Okay. Okay, so hold the reset button and the boot button. Release, reset, release, boot. Okay. Okay. Verify the device by using this command here. Oh, okay. STM in DFU mode. Okay. Flash the camera device. Okay. Step 2. How do I find out my, oh, this number right here. 483 DF11. Okay, so it is the same. Okay, so that is the same. Okay. Yeah, because mine is 0483 DF11. Yep. Okay, so that's the same. Sweet. Do science. Error during download, get status. Shit. And it's not showing up again. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Normal. Okay, cool. Power off the board and insert the CAN bus cable. Okay, so power off the board. remove my 5-volt jumper. I'm assuming I don't need the 5-volt jumper anymore. And power up the board. Okay. If you haven't set up your internet, now is your last chance before it becomes a problem. Okay, we did set it up. Yeah, we did set it up. Okay, so we did that. Okay. You know, power up your printer with the toolhead board attached via the appropriate wire scheme using. I'm going to restart everything. Just cover my ass. And take a drink of my delicious water from my LTT store water bottle. Oh, 1 second here. Reset terminal. Or wait, no, that ain't it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we have that all set up. Okay, using that. Okay, wait for the boot to ensure. And you can see the vise. Oh. No, nothing found. Okay. Oh, we got packets going somewhere now. Tap reset on your board twice. Okay. Nothing found. Bit rate is 50,000. Try the query command again. I just tried it. It didn't seem to want to work. I don't know. I'm following the exact setup that it recommends. So I'm literally following, you know, it says right here, set it up for bit rate 50,000. So like it is set up as it said to set up. So is the termination jumper on? I don't know what jumper that is. What jumper is that? Well, I copy and pasted it. So whatever this number is, what is it? 500,000? Sure. It's whatever this number is. Because I just copy and pasted what it said to put. The 120R jumper. What 120R jumper? Where is it on this board? The jumper to the right of the head marked 120R. There's nothing on 120R. Is there supposed to be a jumper on 120R? There is no jumper on 120R. It's a BT board. Okay, so I don't have a jumper on 120R. Let me turn the printer off and put that on. Find a jumper in this pile of jumpers that I have. I think it'd be easy to pull a jumper off a board. Come on, come on, ow, ow, my fingernails. There we go. Okay. Okay, so 120R. So 120R on the toolhead board has a jumper now. And this needs a 120R jumper. Does this need 120R as well? Okay, so I'll put one on there too. Let me turn that off. Steal another jumper off this board. I mean, it's an octopus. It's not like it needs it. Okay. Yeah, it's labeled right here 120R. Okay. So that has a jumper on 120R. The toolhead board has a jumper on 120R. Now we wait for everything to reboot. Okay, so now I should see something like this. Cool, we've done that, we've done that. Okay, so let's try this again. Hey, found device. Cool. Assuming you give you can now flash clipper to it via can boot. I've already flashed it though, right? Oh wait, no, I actually haven't yet. Or no, did I flash it? No, I haven't even flashed it yet. I just made the file. Jeez. Okay. CD clipper. Okay. Make menu config. Sweet. Okay. Now install clipper. Okay. Enable options. Cool. We are not doing it at Mega. CM32. We are on the Gobi one. Where's the Gobi one? Okay, 8 kilohertz, clock reference, 8 megahertz. Where is CAN bus? PBO, PP1. PBO, PD, PBO, PP1. There you go. CAN bus speed. Cool. Quit. Save yes. Okay. Make clean. Make. I installed the bootloader. I put gas in the tank. We haven't even started to drive yet. Just think all this so that I only have to use 4 wires at the tool head. Okay. You can now flash the board. Sweet, cool. Copy, paste, do that. And of course it doesn't want to work. What are you doing here? Okay. You need UUID. What is my UUID? What is my UUID? Oh, wait. It's up here, right? We'll copy. Okay. Paste. Is that it? Aha! Error. Oh no, we're getting errors. Uh-oh. Reboot the EBB and try again. Okay, so let's hit reset. Okay. Reset that. So let's just double check my UUID. Wait, it's not finding it. Oh, I might have to. Why aren't you being found? Where'd you go? Busy booting. How long does it take to boot? I hit reset. Are they twisted? They should not be twisted. Yeah, let's power cycle. Stop clipper. That might help. You may have to start over. Flashing can boot over DFU again. Bloody hell. Oh, let's reboot it and see what it says. Okay, so nothing found. Okay, every time I need to reflash. Cool. Okay. On the bus, off the bus. Let's start from the beginning. Okay. This is why people drink. I have no liquor right now. Cool. Okay, connect device to the Pi via the USB. Hold the reset and boot shown above. Oh wait, I need to put the stupid jumper in for 5 volts. 5 volt jumper in. Okay. Now I need 2 screwdrivers so I can push the itty bitty button. Press release, press boot. Hold reset button and boot shown above. Okay. Okay. Release reset, release boot. Okay. Put that there. You're in DFU mode. Cool. Do that. Okay. Power off the board, insert the CAN bus cable. Cool. That. Move our 5-volt jumper. Put our connector on. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we are there. Okay, cool. CD clipper. Menu config. Cool, that looks all the same. Double check. VM Gobi. Communicate via CAN bus on PB0, PB1. Cool, cool, cool. Quit. Make clean. Make. Where's my stupid... Copy. Cool. That. That looks good there. Okay, let's see if it works. And errors. Check Discord. Okay, so it looks like I have to do this again. Put the bootloader on it. And then just flash it via USB, I guess. So, let's go all the way back up here. Yeah, I'll just flash it over USB. Okay, push that. Oh, release reset first. Okay. Yeah, this apparently is an issue with the Big Tree Tech hardware we're using. All right, I said sometimes Big Tree Tech is good. This is the opposite of when I say Big Tree Tech makes good stuff. Okay. Cool. So now we got to do a normal clipper install. So let me get back to the main bloody menu. Cool. So, cool. Let me just make sure that it's actually there. Okay. Zero UUIDs found. Oh, because it's not connected via that. Okay. So CD clipper. Make menu config. Quit that. Make clean. Make. Install. LS serial by ID. Oh, don't do the bootloader? Well, oh, bloody hell. Well, so now we gotta corrupt it. So you don't do the bootloader. So, okay. So, skip can boot. So what do I do? What do I do? So just put the, push the two buttons to reset it. Big2.github. Which fucking GitHub? There's a billion fucking GitHubs. Just Flash Clipper. Okay. No bootloader offset. Wait. Oh, for the skip cam boot. What is cam? Oh my, I don't know. Flash to EBB. Yeah. The flash, yeah, this file right here, I'm just gonna, okay, but I gotta get this visible by the USB. So the bootloader offset, oh, no bootloader. Okay, so no bootloader offset. Quit. Yes. Make clean. Make. Yeah, the problem is I got to get this visible, so I have to do the reset thingy, right? So that it's visible in bootloader mode or in need to listen to one person. The problem is I got a million people talking here and they all think different things. Like, okay, so let me push the two buttons. I'm going to push the two buttons now to put it in bootloader mode or DFU mode. Okay. So push the two buttons. Okay. Okay, so we're back in bootloader mode or DFU mode or whatever mode that was. Okay. So we've made our file. And we only see the one. It's a bit out of date with current issues. Okay. Well, for some reason, we're only seeing the one board. So it's LS USB. Oh. Is that an I? ls usb susb. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so there it is in there. But how do I the command for flashing? Because it's not a, because there it is right there. It's in DFU mode, but now I need to flash it. So what would be the command? Right, I wish I had the whiskeys.
Yeah.
Same command as cam boot. So what, I just send cam boot flat, what? This one right here? Okay, so sudo, okay. So Maz here, who wrote all this shit, give me this big one here. So copy. And we're going to enter that. I mean, worst comes to worst, nothing happens, right? Okay, enter. Not open or no such file or directory. Creating hex file. It's right there. Created the file, clipper bin, and no file or directory. 1 second. No, I did make it. I just made it. It's right there. It's spit it out right there. It's 4 a.m. Sorry. It's okay, Maz. It's okay. So what was wrong? Trying to see what's wrong. That shit. Edit the command. What is it supposed to be? Oop. Okay, show. Copy. I guess put it all here. Okay, there you go. That, okay, that looks okay. Cool. Send it. Bash sudo command not found. DFU util. Maybe a space. Space where? So space. Okay, let me copy it from Discord. If I can find my mouse, where'd my mouse go? Okay, my mouse die? I don't know where my mouse is. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse. The file name is wrong. Oh, it's clipper.bin. Clipper.bin. out./clipper.bin. On Discord. It's the paste problem again. Okay, let me, yeah, here. It sometimes when you copy stuff from Discord, it just, or the YouTube chat, it just doesn't work. Shoot, I can't, don't remember, it just doesn't work there. Okay. Oh. Copy. What the heck? Oh. Copy. Why the hell aren't you working? Bash sudo command not found. I did just copy it from Discord. It's not working. Oh, edited. 1 second here. There's a hidden character. Oh no. Ah! Error downloaded gets status. Fuck this. We're calling it. Copy it again. Why the frick isn't it working? Like, this is ungodly annoying. No DFU capable. It's good. That's fine. That's okay. Oh, because we're not DFU anymore. We're not DFU anymore. That's right. That's right. That's right. My bad. I got a little tempered. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, because once it flashes, it kicks itself out of DFU mode. And then it goes, hey, I'm functional again. Okay, sudo reboot, right? Sudo reboot? Reboot? Am I rebooting? Okay, well, let me unplug the cable. Actually, plug that in. I want to make sure I actually got it connecting and it's actually talking. 1 second here. Still only showing one serial device. Okay. Whatever. Okay, so unplug that, take my 5-volt jumper out, put that over there, attach my CAN bus stuff. Boop. Okay. Okay, so now we've flashed it now. Found CAN bus UID. There we go. Yay! Yay! Holy shit. Okay. For 1.2, there you go. Yeah, software is not my thing. I am very, very, very much a hardware person. Glad you have to struggle. Well, this is why I do it. One, I'm shit at this, and it's a lot easier to do when I have 20 people actually know what they're doing in the audience helping me. So, who is it? David, Baz, Music Dad, and whoever else. Awesome. Thank you. Getting us to this point. Yay. Okay. So now, what is all this? MCU CAN 0. What setup needs to be done? It's mostly the firmware. It's everything in the step has to have compatible firmware. So the issue we had was the Big Tree Tech board on the toolhead doesn't ship with firmware on it. It shipped just, you know, the raw PCB with some stuff soldered to it. So we had to flash it. Unfortunately, there's an error where you can't flash it over DFU mode, which is over CAN bus. Like normally you should be able to flash it just by copying and pasting everything and you're off to the races. But unfortunately it didn't. So we had to flash it via USB and kind of like skip around that. Okay. So I should be able to just find a holy shit. Okay. I have been a member of the Voron team for almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years December or January. Okay, since I joined the Voron like Slack and on the Voron team since like 4.5 years. This is the very first time I have ever set up a printer with multiple control boards. Seriously, I've never set up a printer with multiple control boards, ever. This is the very first time. I've managed to not do this. I legit don't know how to do it. I'm just realizing I've never done this before. I've never set up a control board or a printer with multiple control boards. And I know I say Clipper could do it all the time, and Clipper can. I've never had to actually do it. Because this guy ran RepRap firmware, where I took, where is it? Where is it? There it is. There it is. Okay. So where's my crap duet? There we go. So this ran RepRap with a duet with an expander board attached to it to give you 2 more drivers instead of having to buy the DueX. So this ran, this exact setup right here ran this printer for years until I swapped it with a Spider. And then my other printer, my other Voron, the V2 down here, ran a Taco Raven, which is this guy. And then by the time I built, what was the other one? Yeah, and then it was V0s for a while and Switchwire, which were single boards. And then by the time, like, you know, the Trident came around in the LDO, we had boards that supported multiple. So I've never actually done a printer with multiple controller boards. I've never had to do that. The closest thing I had to do was on Toast or a Tallboy. I had a Arduino for the screen for the touch or for the 12864, because on this guy on Taco Raven, the headers were, we screwed up the PCB, so the headers didn't work. I'm just realizing that now. Oh, the sex bots are here. Yeah, a toolhead CFG. Yeah, I've already got one set up here. Toolhead CFG. So I'm going to have to remember how this is set up. So luckily Clipper for the longest time didn't support, you had to have your end stops on the same board as your motor. So that wouldn't have worked for this because we have the X end stop on here. You know, the X motor is on the other tool board. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. The V0 display, yeah, it is, but you just copy and paste the whole thing and slam it in there and call it a day. So are we going to do it live? No, it's 11. I'm exhausted. So close to 40,000 subs. Are we at, what am I at? I'll be honest, I haven't really been looking at my numbers lately because they've been kind of trending not great. But what are we at right now? I probably shouldn't pull this up on my main screen, but I'm doing it anyways. What are we at right now? 39,558. Cool. Cool. Well, I know I technically have, Dave, but I mean, like, I've never actually set up, like, you know, separate pin assignments and whatnot. Okay. So how do you do that? Voron design. Let me just pull up the config. Printers, V2. Firmware, Clipper configurations. Yeah, I'll just do this SKR 1.3. Yeah, so what you do is you have multiple. So you don't need these pin definition things, I don't think. Okay, so you have printer MCU Z. Yeah. Yeah, so I would have toolhead Z or MCU toolhead. Although usually you call it something short because it's a lot easier to remember. And then for anything on the Z toolhead, you would put a Z in front of the pin. So, in here, So do I need to have, because I'm going to have both set up here. Because I'm going to need, so we'll have MCU, we'll call it T. MCU T. And then serial. And I'm going to have to figure out what's the serial for this. Putty. Self-work. There we go. Okay. How do I find my serial? There. No, stick over here. Stick. There we go. Go there. Okay. That. Where's the default config? Okay. So there we go. MCU aliases. MCU can 0. Oh, it's can ID. Okay, can UID. That's it. Okay. Can UID. Case can UID. And then my can UID is, what is my can UID? Oh, it should be that, this number, right? No. What's my can UID? Got a million bloody things open here. No, that's the command. Okay. There it is. Okay. That. There you go. There's my can UID. Okay, so MCUT. Okay, there we go. Restart message. Man, cool. Okay, so that's US. Okay, that's T. Okay, so now stepper X. My end stop on stepper X. Where's my end stop? End stop. It's now. So now, is there a pin out for this stupid board? I'm accidentally closing stuff I didn't mean to. Okay, so there's this. Don't need a restart method. Cool. Okay. This is here. So you read the next line. Delete the once done. Probe. Move this printer or your offsets will fail. Me. But I'm not using that probe. Okay. So where is the BTT EBCam? GitHub. Oh, where's my pin assignment? There we go. There's my, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. What the hell did I plug into where? Okay, so yellow. It's not yellow. What the f did I plug it into what? Okay, end stop. I'm just gonna YOLO this shit for the end stops. I can't remember what I did for what. I've got 3. Okay, so for the end stops, I've got okay, so PA. Or no, okay. PC 13. Okay, we're gonna play this as PC 13. We're gonna roll a dice. And this Z is PC 13. Oh, where is it? Where is it? It's X, X, okay. Stepper X and stop pin. Is now T EC 13, right? Because if you have that here on the Z, it is, oh, I gotta put the little tilde. There you go. Or the tilde. There we go. Cool. Okay, so that is that. Save restart. Hopefully it doesn't yell at me. No, it's yelling at me. It's yelling at me. Oh, I need the exclamation first. There you go. Save restart. Yay. Okay. So we got that. Now we go to toolhead.config. Okay. So for this one, emote. Where's my driver? There we go. Okay. So this one, oh, it's like here. What's that? Don't save. Okay. So printer.cfg. So we need this MCUT. Take that. Actually, I'm just going to copy all this just in case I need it. Okay. Toolhead.cfg. Okay, cool. Put all that up there. Cool. So that way I don't forget anything. Cool. Okay. So step pin for the extruder is T EA9. Cool. Direction pin is T EA8. Enable pin E EA10. UART pin T EA13. Okay. The fan is, I don't know which fan is which because I totally just kind of plugged them in, and we'll figure it out later. We can always move the fans. T dot EA1, and this one is T dot EA2. Oh, that's easy to remember. Okay. The heater pan or the sensor pin for my thermistor is, oh, no, EA0, and my heater pin T dot EB1. I'm using the pins for, are the pins the same? Ah, shit. V1.1. Shit. Nope. 36. Hopefully the pins are close. We'll see. I'll double check. More pages. Okay. Let's do this again. Okay, let's go through this again. Okay, so extruder is, oh yeah, they're different. Shit. Okay, so extruder step pin is PD0, direction pin PD1, enable pin PD2, heater pin PB13, because this is a V2 version. Sensor pin PA3. UART pin PA15. Yeah, I'm looking at the 1.2 pinouts. The only difference here is the hot end for 1.2. Everything else looks to be about the same. Oh, with 1.1. Okay. Fan is PA0. And this fan is PA1. Okay. Save, restart. Oh, the end stops. I didn't play with the end stops yet. Filter.cfg. So X end stop is PB6. We'll do PB6. PB6. Save, restart. Okay. Dashboard. Okay. So we're still not getting anything because I did not do this. Sure. Include tool head. Actually, tool head.cfg. Boom. Okay, let's see if it yells at me. Okay. Yeah. So, heater. Oh, I haven't defined a heater. What do you mean I haven't defined a heater? Heater's right here. Extruder. And there's a heater pin right there. Yeah, extruder's right there. But for some reason, I can't actually extruder 40C. Fans are backwards. Machine. Okay, so you are fan 1 and you are fan 2. Save and restart. Okay. Now when I turn you on, you are not spinning. You are not spinning. Why are you not spinning? Why are you not spinning? Yeah, so it's PA1 and PA0, the fans. Machine.cfg. Oh, no. Bloods.cfg. PA. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? PA1, and this is PA0. I'm big brain. Big brain. Biggest brain in the universe. There we go. Fan spin. That fan works. Okay. That works there. Okay. Now, machine. Where are all my end stops? Okay. So right now, that end stop is open. Triggered. Okay. This end stop is not. So toolhead.cfg. So this end stop, or actually no, it's in printer.cfg. So enable pin is, so it's not PB6, it is PB5. Save and restart. is either, I love how it's 6, 5, 7 in that order. Okay, so end stop X is triggered. Now it's not triggered, so printer.cfg, go back in here, end stop pin, delete the D, exclamation. Okay. Okay, triggered, open, clicky switch. Okay. So now, X. Y. Okay, my Z is not in a good position to home, so let's that looks kind of good. So what are we at? We're at X95, Y146 machine. Okay. Wow, one fan is sounding horrible. Or maybe it's my Z motor. Yeah, my Z motors are horrible right now. Okay. Safe Z home. Where's safe Z? XY home position. Okay. So what was it? It was like 90. Was it 95 and something? Say close. 95 and 146. Save and restart. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta. My Z motors are cranky AF. Okay. Oh, I'm also running this at like full bore currents too. Okay, so stepper Z. Yeah, we're doing 16 ms. Rotation distance, sure. Max. Okay, position min. Homing speed 8. Okay, cool. Interpolate false. Yeah, sure. Okay. Rotation distance, interpolate false. So all at 16. 16. There you go. Save restart. Okay. So I should be able to do a home now. Home all. Okay, nope, that ain't good. Okay, so my X, I gotta go more that way. That would have been bad. So 1 second here, printer, dashboard, start. Yeah, the steppers are kind of whining. Okay, well, 92. Yeah, we'll do 92. Yeah, you can hear them whining. I don't know why they're whining. Second long stream. 3.5 hours. Try and get a full home here. There we go, full home. Yeah, they're doing that like idles thing where they just sit there and they just hum. I don't like it. 1 second here. Yeah, they don't have a hold current. They just run current 1.1. Okay, whatever. So it homed. So we're gonna call it there. I'm exhausted. It's been a crazy long day for me. I did not want the stream to go this long, but it did. Yeah, that's totally the motors doing that. The fans are also kind of annoying too, is what it is. Okay. Yeah, why are the fans still going? Like, why are the fans still going? The fans should not be going. Because they're tied to heater bed and the bed's not on. Why are the fans still going? Oh, now they turned off. Meh. Okay, we're gonna call it there. I'm exhausted. Let's do the giveaway and then we'll wrap it up. So every stream, if you didn't know, we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. So shout out to Polymaker for that spool of filament. If you have not entered, what time is it now? You know what? I'll give you till 11:30. I closed it for a second, but I opened it back up. So if you haven't entered yet, enter for your chance in the video description. At 11:30, we'll do the draw and we'll call it there. And then also while you're down there, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, there's affiliate links down there, some other links. Consider becoming a channel member, or, you know, if you're generous, gift memberships to others. Because if you're a channel member or Patreon supporter, you get access to the super secret channel on the Discord. That's super secret and only they know about. So if you're hearing this, and you can also participate in the community monthly exclusive Only Benchies Yacht Club stream, which is next week, by the way. So they have a Canadian store. They ship worldwide and they are on Amazon Canada. Need to buy you a Linux boot camp session. It is what it is. I fully admit software is not my big forte. I'd rather just sit here and build printers all day and have pre-flash boards with everything. But that's kind of the nature of the beast with Clipper. It's low cost of entry and it works on everything. But because of that, you sometimes have to deal with a little software fuckery to try and get everything to kind of gel together functionally. DFH, 5 community memberships. Cheers. I just want to get this thing pushing plastic. So, go. Ooh, I am exhausted. I am exhausted. We still got to set up all the clicky stuff still. Ugh. Part 9 when? Next Saturday. Next Saturday we'll get clicky set up. We'll do some PIDs and we'll get this doing its thing. And also I got to get my Canadian license for quads because for drones, because this is now too heavy because I'm going to put it in another frame. I know, shocking. I'm down to 2 arms left on this frame, but I want to get a longer frame so that I can put a camera on it and put the battery on top. And I'm so close to the weight limit. If I sneeze on this, is overweight. So. Doom, thank you for becoming a member. too heavy. Yeah, so right now, I don't like shouting people's names out unless they like actively like kind of request it. Where did I put my scale? But I got some goodies from a viewer of the channel, and one of them was this strap here for the battery, and it's a nicer strap than the one I have. The problem is it has a metal clip instead of a plastic one, and this strap weighs 1 gram more than my existing strap. And with my existing strap, I'm at 249 grams. So there's that. But they also hooked me up with some antennas, some actual good antennas. So when I swap over to the bigger VTX, I'll have good antennas for it. So if you use a clicky, what's the reason for Z home? So the reason you okay, so clicky, if you don't know what clicky is, it's this. This is clicky. Okay, so this is a little thing that docks with your tool head and has a little switch in it and allows you to probe your bed. Okay, so it's basically, you know, if you use an inductive probe, it's a mechanical inductive probe. It just probes the bed. The reason you would still use the Z switch is twofold. One, your nozzle may move different when you do a nozzle swap, or you do any work on the tool head. Your nozzle Z position may move, which may be different in relation to the clicky. And two, your nozzle technically expands different amounts depending on what temperature it is. You know, if you're going from printing 180 PLA to like 300 CF nylon, your nozzle will expand more. So the clicky always gives you the same Z0. Now there's an auto Z calibration thing that you could do to make it super awesome. I'm just going to skip it all and just go right to tap. Because if you've been wondering why I haven't been playing around with a lot of the alternative Z and bed probe stuff that's out there, like the macro and Euclid and all that other stuff, it's because I know tap was in the works. So that is why I haven't really been diving on all the alternative Z measuring aspects. It's because I had a peek behind the curtain, and what I saw was good and I wanted it. Okay, so let's do the giveaway. Let's close that out, close responses, generate that list, and copy and paste all that. I want to go flying. I love flying these things. It sucks because I don't have no, you know, Bando Basher 5-inch quad. And the problem is, like, all the channels that I've been binging is just, you know, people flying 5-inch Bando Bashers and just going nuts and doing all kinds of crazy shit. And then for me, I flew through a soccer net and I didn't crash. And that's like the highlight of my week of flying. Bubba said the number 4. You know what, Bubba's? I'm in the mood. That works for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I want everyone here to just say hi in chat, just so we can get that usual boost in metrics. So before I do the draw, everyone just say hi. Everyone just say hi. Those, because by the way, too, for those that aren't members of the channel, when somebody gifts memberships, like they buy the 5 gifted members, if you are not active in chat, you actually have a lower chance of getting it, because there's like the algorithm, the way the algorithm works is it's rewarded to those that are more active, but it's like a yes or no thing. It's not like if you constantly spam chat, you're going to get one. It's no, are you an active member or non-active? And I don't know where the cutoff point is. So you should be more active in chat. Okay. Did I shuffle 4 times? I don't know. I'll shuffle again 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. The winner will get a spool of filament from me. Well, from Polymaker. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends. Fill out the little form. It gets sent to you. Ivan Petrov. There we go. You seem to be a real human because your email isn't a copy spam bot thing. Sweet. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends. Let me put my notepad in the other window so I don't accidentally give away his stuff. There we go. So yeah, congratulations. Joshua, thank you for becoming a member. And did I miss one? Maz, Gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers, Maz. You helped a lot today, along with everyone else. I'm horrible with names, but if you help me get this thing doing the thing it does that printers do, thank you. I appreciate it. I will admit it is a little frustrating when you got like 10 different people saying 10 different things, and especially when one person says, yes, cut the wire, and the other person goes, no, don't cut the wire. Then it's like a little, so. And yes, if you do message me during the stream on Discord, I do not see it. I don't get notifications when I'm live. If I'm live, Discord goes into like silent mode, so I don't get any notifications. So if you want to share something to me on Discord, post it in the Discord, but also at me in chat. Go check the Discord. Let me find the video. Yeah, this was, I'll mute the audio because it's crap, but well, I don't have audio. So this was, I think, Wednesday. I got to figure out why I'm getting these wavinesses, because the audio, like my video is, it's only in this like back corner of the field it does that. And I think it's because the, I didn't have a capacitor on here, and they're like, you need to put a capacitor on it. So I put a capacitor, but it's not the right kind of capacitor. It's not like a low ESR one. So I don't think it does anything. And I think that's what the issue is. Like the sounds. There you go. Happy. So I'm pretty sure what that is. And yes, it's analog footage. I don't have the budget for digital. So yeah, so this is about 200 meters away from where I'm sitting. So this is a big open field near like a community center. And there's nobody there. There's a few trees. I wish there were more trees just so I could like slalom through and like practice stuff. But it's just a big open field. But like, I can't fly near the ground. Like, I don't know how the people like hover like 3 feet off the deck for like 100 feet straight. Like, I just can't do it. Oh, that was a good one. Well, it's analog. Like, it literally is just analog video. This is analog video. Like a little 350 mega or milliwatt transmitter. If you go fast. So apparently this thing will do 90 plus with the right batteries. And I don't know if that was with the old frame before I smashed it. It'll do 90. Oh, there go the headphones. Yeah. Hey, there's me. So yeah, so that was me flapping about on Wednesday. But yeah, so this is a 3-inch quad. It has 1407 3600 kilovolt motors, and it runs 4S batteries. So, oh, you land that far away. So here's the thing. I would love to do the skid landing thing where you like land it at your foot. The problem is it has the batteries are bottom mounted, and I'm sitting at a park bench. I landed behind me a few times, but that was the cool landing that I actually recorded me walking up. So that's why I used it for the end of the video. $333 for the earphones. Damn. I used to get a full 4 hours out of these, and I've lost half an hour. Yeah, miles. Yeah, this will do 90 miles an hour. Like this chooches if I punch it. Like, let me see here. I think this one has a punch out. Or at least have to have a punch out. Actually, let me load up flight 2. Yeah, so this is a just a punch straight up. That's real time. Like these move really fast. And if you want to know what happened over the weekend when I tried to fly through the soccer post, this is what happened the first time I tried to fly through the soccer post. I thought it would be cool and try and do a power loop. Yeah. Went out, flew one battery, second battery. I could do a power loop, smashed an arm. Had to come back. Let me see here. Yeah. So 1 second here. Desktop audio, whatever. You got no audio. Don't think you have audio. You might have audio. 1 second here. Properties, close, default. There you go. I have audio. You don't have audio. Oh, whatever. Yeah, they chooch. They chooch. They go really fast. But it is what it is. So what drone is it? It is originally a HG LRC XJB145. It is a quad I bought in 2018. Late summer 2018, I bought this, my EV800Ds, a Taranis X Lite, and a bunch of stuff because I was going to get into drone stuff. And what ended up happening was by the time everything showed up, it was like this time of the year. Like, cause I think like something showed up very late. Like it was like the batteries or like the headset, something showed up really late. Because I ordered it all on Banggood or whatever. And basically I was like, okay, whatever, I'll put it on the shelf. And then spring came around, little guy got older. Cause when I ordered all this stuff, he was like 6 months old and all I did was eat, sleep, and poop. So I figured I could go to the park and go fly. Well, by the next year, he was up and around and work got busy. And then next thing you know, it's 4 years later. And I'm like, I'm going to go fly this stuff finally. So I put it all together on stream and we've been out I've gone out flying a few times. And now I've got a Whoop on the way for Christmas. That's what the wife is buying me on my recommendation. So I got a little Mobulus 7 on the way, along with some stuff so that I can use ELRS. So I can ditch the Free Sky in here. So. But now the little guy's in school. So I have like 6 hours a day free in the morning when I'm not doing house stuff. So I can go to like the park and fly this around. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah. I don't think my kid will fly this because it's a little bit more complicated than I thought to fly one of these, because it's the way it works is it's not like flying a plane. It's you have your thrust, which is how much these go up and down. And then you have cannon or what is it? Yaw, left and right. And then you could tilt it. So if you want to go forward, you have to like tilt it forward and throttle, and you got to play with the throttle because you don't give it enough, you fall down. You give it too much, you fly up. And to turn, you have to like it takes some time to get used to the way these fly, but it literally allows you to just hover in place and just do a full roll and just like nothing. So you can add sensors. It already hovers pretty good. Although I think I crashed it a little hard because my gyro drifts the longer I fly. So since I fly in acro mode, it's not a big deal. Because I'm just constantly flying in acro mode and flipping it all over the place. But if like I flip it to angle mode for like an emergency, I just want to like write it really quick, or like I lose signal and I just wanted to like write it and punch up. When I take off and I flip angle mode, it does this. And then by the end of my battery, if I hit angle mode, it goes doop and it tilts over a bit, because the gyro, you calibrate the gyro so it's like this, but by the end of my flight, my gyro's like this and it thinks this is level. So when I flip angle mode on, it goes doop and it thinks this is level, and it's like, no, go back to acro. So I can just kind of manually tell it to do whatever. So I think my gyro is, my gyro is a little malfunctioning, but I did slam it into the ground a few times. So yeah, so I've been flying mostly in acro, pretty much all acro. I don't play with angle. Like I only really used angle the first few times just to kind of figure it out. But the problem was I played a bunch of simulation time in aero or acro mode. So when I flew it around the first time in angle, it felt really weird. And then at the end, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take the training wheels off and fly acro. And I was like, whipping, I was like flying around. I'm like, okay, this is much better. So yeah. Okay. I'm calling it an end to the stream. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament that we give away every stream. Big shout out to DFH for this kit. You're definitely getting your, well, you didn't pay me, but you're getting your money's worth in terms of advertisement time with how long this kit's taken to get together because of all the, not your fault, Big Tree Tech shenanigans with the controller board stuff. But if you are interested in getting a kit like this or any of the other printers for ants, he has a few of them along with some other random eccentric printer accessories. Check out DFH, link in the description. And shout out to the community for those that helped me on this stream. For everyone else who enjoyed the stream, join the Discord if you haven't. I will see you on, it's Saturday night. I will see you on Tuesday. We'll carry on with the SKQ build. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Cheers. Goodbye.